This video is brought to you by App Match. App Match is a fun new way to find out what apps you should be using, and it's based on a series of quizzes and questions, and then it uses that information and recommends the perfect app based on your answers. It has artificial intelligence, and the more it learns about you, the better apps it can recommend. It's free to use and works only on your mobile phone. To use it, head over to appmatch.com from your iPhone or Android, and developers submit your app to AppMatch today to be considered for inclusion in the apps that AppMatch is recommending to its fast-growing user base. Hi everyone, Aaron here for zollotech, and today Apple released iOS 11 Beta 10 to developers and Public Beta 9 also to public beta testers. Now this particular version was pretty small, just like last time, at 40.8 megabytes. We didn't really expect this beta to come out. We thought maybe the Gold Master would come out, or at least I thought the Gold Master would be released on the 12th. So there's an Apple event on the 12th, we'll see the next iPhone, and I thought for sure that's when we would see the next version. But apparently they found some bugs or something and decided to push it. But let's take a look at the build number. As you can see, the build number is 15A5372A, and those type of build numbers generally signify that we have another beta to come, or probably just the Gold Master at this point. So on the 12th, we expect to see the Gold Master in 6 days, and we expect to see iPhone 8, 8 Plus, 8, 10 edition, whatever they call it, we should see it that day. We should also see the Gold Master edition, which is the first version to come out to the public most likely, unless they find some bugs, and they'll push that usually on the 20th. So if you're looking for the final release, it'll probably be the 20th or in 14 more days. Now this particular beta doesn't really have anything that we can tell. Now I looked through the notes, the developer notes, things like that, and there's nothing new in there. They're the same notes that were there 2 betas ago. So we have 120 plus resolved issues, 60 issues that we still know of, and they're the exact same issues. So at this point, we don't really know what there is. Now, the 3D touch lag, for me, might be a little bit better. It's hard to say. The 3D touch lag is very apparent on most things here. And let's see, everything seems to be okay with this one. Instagram stutters a little bit, but for the most part, it's felt pretty fast. Now, I've been using it pretty much the whole day. It came out around 1. It's 9:28 now. I've been using it most of the day. It seems okay, but with these betas, we generally get pretty poor battery life for the first day or two, and then it really improves. And so at this point, we can't say as far as what that goes. Now, still missing is iMessage in the cloud. So they had this iMessage setup that was in the cloud. They promised that with this new version of iOS, but we haven't seen that in the latest betas. They removed it. So maybe we'll see that in the Gold Master, or maybe we'll have to wait until iOS 11.1 until we actually see that. Maybe they had an issue, something like that. Peer-to-peer payments is also missing, and maybe that's because they're waiting for the Gold Master, and maybe even some new features with that. We still don't have a true dark mode, anything like that. We still have the accessibility options, but it's not the same thing, and it doesn't operate the same way. But for the most part, it seems pretty well polished, so I was surprised to see that there was actually a new beta today. Now, other than that, I did do a speed test using Geekbench just to see what the benchmarks are, and they're improved a little bit. I ran this with all the apps closed like I do every time. So 5955 for multi-core, 5830 from last week, or the last beta. So 5955, 5830, 3526, and 3482. So it's gone down a little bit in the single core. This really isn't too indicative of much. It basically means that they're working on it, and it's still going to work fine, and everything seems to be working okay. It's nice and fast for the most part. It's fluid, and definitely seems like it's ready to go for most people. Now, there are still some people having issues out there, but hopefully they work most of those bugs out by the Gold Master or the final release. So that's it for this beta. Let me know what your thoughts are about it in the comments below. Are you excited about the iPhone 8? You're going to just stick with what you've got? You like this design? Let me know in the comments below. I always like to read those and see what you think. If you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.